St. Paul says, love is patient, love is kind. One of the most challenging times to be patient, I have found, is when you have somewhere you got to be on time and someone is driving really slowly, or the line is going very slowly, right? But what I want to point out about patience, some people think, well, I just don't have much patience. I'm not a very patient person, someone might say. But you're created in the image and likeness of God. That means that every quality that God is, you are in your essence. So patience is something that is part of your nature that you can develop in your life. Patience is something, it's a habit. Patience is a habit of thinking and feeling. Patience to me is, I want something out here to be different. I want someone to be different. I want something out here to be different, and I want it now. As opposed to, I'm centered in God. I'm centered in peace. I'm centered in joy. I'm centered in contentment. I'm centered in the presence of God. This moment is enough. How many people do you know living that way? Discovering that this line is an opportunity to remember God. This line is an opportunity to send forth love and light. This moment is a time to trust divine order working in my day and in my life. That's faith, isn't it? Patience is a quality that goes hand in hand with being in tune with our spiritual nature. Patience. And certainly it's an expression of love. One of the things that I've observed and we've all seen is, and I wonder about this, I've never been a parent, but I've been a child. Still am sometimes, probably. It's sometimes parents express patience with their children, right? When a little 4-year-old is trying to get into the car or trying to get dressed or so on, sometimes it's a challenge for them to coordinate their little arms and legs and to do the things necessary. And it takes patience on the part of the parent to be supportive of that little child. Let the child get in the car in the way it can. Let the child get dressed in the way that it can. Let the child do what a 4-year-old does. However, the tendency seems to me to be that at times parents want a 4-year-old to act like a 9-year-old. They want a 10-year-old to act like a 15-year-old. They want their 15-year-old to act like a 22-year-old. They want their 22-year-old to act like a 50-year-old. Instead of letting children and people be where they are in the moment, growing in their own evolutionary stages of growth and unfoldment, and celebrating where they are. Doesn't it seem like a lot of times life for many people is getting somewhere where we're not? Impatient with who I am, where I am, trying to get somewhere else. Maybe we need to be more patient with our own selves, patient with how far we've come in the spiritual journey as a parent, as a grandparent, as a son, as a daughter, as a sibling. Being patient with ourselves so that we can extend that patience to other people as well. Certainly God is patient with us, isn't she? She's patient with us. She doesn't make us become something. I imagine God could enlighten all of us immediately. God could change everything immediately, probably, but she doesn't. She just calls us in our hearts, calls us, gives us a vision of something more for ourselves, gives us creative ideas and opportunities, and calls us higher. She doesn't demand of us. And so we, like God, can be the same. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a patient person? Do you think you can develop more patience? I say yes, we all can. It's a matter of habit. It's a matter of conscious choice. It's a matter of noticing when we're impatient and being okay being present to ourselves and acknowledging the patients, and then seeking to be something even better.